Hey friends, welcome to the third video. In this video, we just start quickly, open Modo. So what we want to do is we want to add our kid to the kids form here, somewhere between those buttons. And how we do this? So what do we need to do? So we need to add a form with a button that opens a pop-up. So we need a second form for this, where we can add our custom kids button, right? Like any button of those. This is pushing points bookmarks kit, opens the pop-up. This is my kit, opens the pop-up. This is quad view measure, opens the pop-up. Those are the kits that ship with Modo. They open all the pop-up. So we need a command to open the pop-up, and we can find the command here. What this does? No, okay. Something strange. Okay, we click here on commands on F and we search for attr point form. Came on something. Attr point form. I think we need a form pop up, pop over, form pop over. Okay, we click select this, so this copies into the command line. We can copy this. You can click on plus to get more information about this command, but we don't need really know much about this command, just the command itself. We can close this. We go to system form editor. So what we see here, this yellow folders are groups. We can create groups as far as I know from the form editor itself. We have to do this in a config. The blue ones are forms, and what we do is we create a new form. Okay, we call this Modo underscore diver base form. Easy. Then we create a new form, Modo diver modes tail. Something like this. Go to the Modo diver base form, and we see a little star sign. This means that the form isn't actually saved, and we don't want Modo to save the form. That's why we kill the process after we are done here. If we click on the plus, we see here the internal hash, a big number. We will place this later in the configs with our own custom unique internal hash. Okay, easy. We add a click on new control, add a command, and in this base form we add the command that we created in the last video. So it was add first script. Okay, cool. Looks good, works. Our command appears in this form here, but the layout, we want to change this from properties to a vertical toolbar. Icon mode, text only? No. For later we want text and icons. Right now we don't have any icons, but later we will have some icons. Okay, this is good, this is fine. We save this form for now on the desktop. So we call this Modo diver base form. Goodie. Now we go to the Modo diver modes tail. This one here has a different internal hash, of course. Those hashes are always unique. We click on new control, we add a command, and we paste the attr point form popover, empty space, control, curly brackets, and we write dummy double point sheet and close the curly brackets. So this command will open our form, the Modo Diver base form, but we want to replace the internal hash with our own custom hash and replace a dummy with the custom hash. A little bit esoteric, so basically we want to connect these both forms, and then we want to connect the Modo Diver mode's tail form with the kids form here. Okay, so we select the Modo Diver mode's tail form and save the form. And we call this form Modo Diver, Modo underscore Diver underscore mode's tail. Easy, cool. We press Control, Command, or Alt, Delete, go to the Task Manager, and we kill the process. Because, like I said, we don't want that Modo save those both forms. And yeah, we open Modo again. And this form shouldn't be actually there, so I don't know why this happens sometimes that we have this form here. So then maybe we have to reset Modo. Killing the process didn't work, maybe because it's a newer version of 16.17. I don't know, but actually this shouldn't be here as far as I know. Maybe we delete those. And then everything is good. Okay, system, user folder, kids, Modo Diver, configs. We drag both forms over into this folder. We open the Modo Diver base form. Okay, and we replace this internal hash with our own internal hash, and the hash is Modo Diver base form. We can use here only numbers and letters. As far as I know, we can't use underscores or something like this. We copy this. We save this form. We open the Modo Diver mode's tail form config, and we replace the dummy with the internal hash. And we also replace this one here with Modo Diver mode's tail. Beauty. Now we want both forms here in the form editor. Go away. In a group. Okay. So let's just copy this line here. Paste this directly over the list here. Change the type to the layout type here to group. And let's give it a name. Modo Diver. Save this. Copy this. And we just copy this into the Modo Diver mode's tail. CFG. So this means that both forms will appear in the same group. As long as we have one line here somewhere in some CFG and some form with the type group and a unique name, the group will exist. A little bit strange, but this is how it works. And we actually check if this works. If we wait. So what we want to see now, we showed here, yeah, Modo Diver base form, Modo Diver modes tail. Let's click on the plus signs. Okay, this works. Okay, close Modo, but we have nothing in here, correct? So we need to add, we can close the base form actually. Yo. Ah, we made a little mistake. Let's open the base form again. Could be the line here, layout. Was habe ich gemacht? Layout with the vertical toolbar and copy this line to the Modo Diver modes tail. This form has to be a horizontal toolbar, so we just replace the V with a H and we have a horizontal toolbar. Okay, save this. So that this Modo Diver modes tail form now exists in the kids form, we need to add a category, and it's called in category. We can now write this by hand. We can Google this with the SDK. Here in category, it doesn't really make sense to write this right from the head. So we see we have a hash in category. We have a key. This is a category. Then we have an ordinal number, and we close it with a hash. So we copy this stuff here. Go to our Modo Diver modes tail. Paste this into the file. Nah. Lululu. Beauty. Hash type in category. Key is Modo modes tail hashtag tail. Modo modes tail hashtag tail. We can Google this, or is it right in this line? Nope. But here we can read about the category and we can read about the groups. So let's check if we this in there. So form categories and groups, Modo modes tail. Okay, Modo modes tail, hash blah blah blah, originally known as simply Modo modes, lots of stuff, but the hashtag tail. So this is not really good explained here. But this should be all fine. What you can also do is instead of writing this by hand, you can just copy this from any kit. Everybody does it the same. And everything should be fine. You just have to replace those internal hashes. But we do this by hand here, or use the SDK website for everything that we can. Okay, let's open Modo, check if this works. Probably not. Oh, it works. Cool. Everything is nice. The pop overformed just sits here in between those other buttons. The reason is here the ordinal number. And yeah, right on this side we can find information about the ordinal number. It's quite interesting. Important is it starts from 2 to 255. 0 is invalid. 1 cannot appear, but only between those positions. So what this does basically is the smaller the number, the more on the left our button will appear. The bigger the number, and it will appear more to the right. So our ordinal number here is 80.5. So what we have to do is to check if everything is good. Here is open user folder, kids. And we take a look. So maybe we want to have this on the left side of the pushing points bookmark kit. So we open the folder pushing points bookmarks, take a look in the configs, and yeah, here's also form BM mode's tail. So open this, check what he has. Okay, we see here ordinal 52.53. So let's copy this number into our config file. So we place this 80.50, this number. Okay, this didn't work. Oh, yeah, okay. Copy and replace this. Yeah, paste the, okay, 52.53. So let's make this one smaller, or two, one, 52, 52, and we save this. And what we should see is this will end here between this button and the pushing points bookmarks button. Beauty. Test, test, test. Okay, this works. Let's check this with quad measure. Kits, quad measure, configs, PNG. Choose the first. Okay, we have lag 108.67.11. We copy this to our stuff. Maybe make this 110. Save this, close Modo, and hopefully it's to the right of quad measure. Okay, this works. I think we can push this more to the right. I think the buttons from the kits that ship with Modo have an exclusive position, but we can, yeah, rearrange the buttons of all kits that we have with the order number. This is a good thing. Yeah, everything is good so far. The button works. The script works also. Writes hello here. Everything is good, so we can proceed with the next video. Ciao.